What is the deal, you guys? It is your girl Fallon Favors. Yes, back again for another video. Thank you guys so much for your support as always. We ain't gonna waste much time. We gonna kind of jump right in because I know y'all not here for it. It's been a minute. This video is definitely gonna be an update video, kind of what's been going on in my life. I also kind of wanted to just, have a real talk, shoot it straight about some of the things that I've been seeing in my comments that are connected to some of the other videos that I've done. So we just gonna shoot it straight. Y'all here for it? Y'all better be. Y'all have no choice. Okay, so quick update. Most of you guys know at the beginning of the year, I did move really at the end of last year, which of course was the 2020 pandemic. Child, I feel like that just took such a toll. It really probably wasn't even the time to be shifting and moving around, but the time struck in my mind and I felt like it was time to go, so it was time to go. 2021 has still been kind of like a phase of adjustment, not in just with, my new surroundings. Y'all see, I still got, you see the picture right here? I still ain't even got that put up. We can blame my boyfriend for that, but we still don't even have the pictures up. It's certain, I got stuff in frames that we haven't got framed yet. I feel like 2021 reacclimated us all back into the world as we somewhat knew it, and it still really hasn't gotten back to normal yet. Things are still kind of up in the air, and I don't think we've been able to really plant our feet, a lot of us, the way that we want to. Of course, we've still been moving, hustling, making things happen in the interim, but I think a lot of us are kind of that's why I think some people are kind of shut it down again if we need to shut down one more time. I think some people are here for it because it's at least we'll have time to kind of okay, we had our little summer fun. We went out, had fun, went to the parties, and did all of the things. Some of us masked, unmasked, We're not gonna talk about that here. We had our moments to kind of just, relax a little bit. And, that's all I've been trying to do is just, remain focused in the midst of trying to keep my sanity, child, okay? And this is in the midst of having a man, kids, family, friends. We have the Baby Mama Chronicles. Y'all know this is my baby, no pun intended. I sing. I've been performing a lot this summer. We have some things that are about to happen with the music or whatever that I'm super excited to share too. So we have that coming up. The trio podcast that I do with my two high school best friends. We've been knowing each other for 20 years plus, and we have a podcast. It's just too many things. I have collaborations with my other sister who's into beauty. She's an esthetician. There are a lot of moving pieces, okay? I have the flower child business, okay? This is, if you're in the LA area, local LA area, I got into floral design. And so, let me show y'all one real quick. Yeah, this is one I just did off of a humbug, off of some store-bought flowers. You know what I mean? I'm always arranging. 2020 was great for me with Flower Child. I birthed Flower Child in 2020. We kicked it off Mother's Day of 2020. This year has been a little bit slower. A lot of it has just been my time and attention to being able to really devote the way I want to in the midst of having a corporate job. I'm a commercial property manager at a $1 billion company, and that's how I pay my bills. That's my 9 to 5. That's how I take care of my family. So there are a lot of moving pieces. And, in addition to that, you guys, I'm sure you all can relate. When life happens, we suffered some deaths in the family. My man's brother passed. My cousin that I, grew up with, she passed as well. Both of those people under the age of 30. It was a heavy toll. These were not necessarily, these weren't COVID related deaths. But it was still very, very difficult to kind of navigate through that with everything else that's going on in the world in general. And then of course, y'all know I'm never gonna let y'all too into my business. Y'all, it's just not happening. But I will say that even, me and my dude have approached a season in our relationship where, we're growing, we're expanding, we're, embarking on new journeys and, attempting to kind of meet new horizons and things like that. And those things are not necessarily easy. I will say to anybody that is in a relationship or wants to be in a relationship or hopes to get married one day or whatever, a lot of y'all, my baby mamas, we talk about, your baby daddies and things like that. But if you're still with your baby daddy, if you got a man, you got a stepdaddy, understand that if you're really looking for a relationship that is going to elevate you and help you to grow, be prepared for your ego to be challenged, okay? Be prepared for your comfort zones to be stretched past their, known capacity. Be prepared to be uncomfortable. These growing pains are no joke. Okay, and this is somebody that I've known for 10 years, and I still learn things about him every single day. I'm still learning more and more things about him every single day. There's layers to people. People are so multifaceted. It's not a one-dimensional thing, and that's something that I'm having to acknowledge in my journey, acknowledge in my walk, that people are complex. People have many different sides, and when you sign on to loving someone unconditionally or conditionally, I don't know who's asking, if you're signing up to be in a partnership with somebody, and this doesn't even have to be like a relationship, this could be a friendship, this could be a business partnership. When you sign up, you kind of take the good with the bad, you know what I mean? And vice versa. You want that person to be able to do the same with you, because we're all flawed. We all need repentance, and we all require patience and the room and space to grow. So child, I've been busy. I had stuff to do. I have a life, okay? I still do have a life. I'm not one of those YouTubers that's, you know what I mean? But what I will say is that I've connected with so many of you over the last year and a half, and I'm so glad that you guys have tapped in with me. Continue to tap in with me, continue to share with me. We are building this brand, period. I'm about to get back on my grind. Y'all gonna see more videos. Don't even trip. Like, I got y'all. So we good. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Don't come for me. I wanted to do a real talk segment or video where, one of my most watched videos, definitely, and one of the ones that I'm starting to get the most recent feedback from, is the video where I talk about dudes liking IG pictures. That is still a thing, child. It's crazy, that we still even talking about an Instagram. Like, Instagram came in and killed the shit. We gotta give it up for Instagram. Like, they came in and killed it. Like, they killed it. We still using it. This is how we're making our money. This is our marketplace. Something that I mentioned, or basically the underlying thing that I mentioned in the video, y'all could go back and watch that. I'll drop it in one of these corners. You'll be able to go back and you can see it. I talked about and discussed the platform of Instagram and how men seem to use it in a way as a dating marketplace. You know what I'm saying? And because there are women on there that some are Instagram models or are endorsing products or are selling sex. Let's just keep it real. You know what I mean? But this is their business. This is their line of business. This is how they cash in their checks or whatever. And I never have any judgment on how a woman have to handle her business and get her money. I don't know what her situation is, or that's none of my business. You have those kind of women, and then you also have those. I did another Instagram video. I will also drop that one in one of these corners. We're gonna do all kind of shameless plugs. There's another video that I did where I said, is Instagram like ruining our self-esteem as women? Because it's kind of a double-edged sword. I guess the initial video was more so just looking at or focusing in on the role that men played with the attention that they pay to women that they see on Instagram, and it's Instagram ruining our self-esteem, I guess, was like the follow-up to that, in the sense of trying to figure out if their attention to these women and our desire for wanting to have partnership and relationship, that pressure affecting the way that we look at ourselves, the way that we view ourselves, the way that we believe and have confidence within ourselves. It's all interconnected. I don't care what you say. It's all interconnected. So we have to kind of look at everything. But today is just more so like, a lot of y'all just in my comments are like, or about that video, yeah, my man, be liking all kind of pictures. It be girls that be butt naked and they be liking their pictures, and it's girls with their booty out. And I talked to my dude about it, and he told me to stop tripping. I've had dudes come for me in my comments talking about basically you messing up the game. Like, shut up. They're saying, it's just an innocent picture. I can like a picture and keep it moving. It doesn't mean that I don't love my girlfriend. It doesn't mean that I'm not in a committed relationship and that I'm unhappy in any way in my relationship. Like, this is just Instagram. So I've gotten mixed, responses in that regard. This is the question. Y'all tell me, y'all tap in. Do men want natural, or do they want Instagram baddie? Okay, these are two polarized concepts for the most part. Okay, you might be lucky where you have both, you know, where, you know, you might have a natural girl and she an Instagram baddie. It's a couple of those out there, you know what I mean? But we kind of know what that Instagram baddie model is. And then the natural girl who is not really doing as many of the extras, right? And the question is kind of like, which do men prefer? And the question has to be asked because if men are delegating so much attention and time to, you know, tapping into these women that are half naked, half dressed, suggestive pictures, ass out, okay, they know what time it is. Like, stop it. Bikini pictures, shaking ass, twerking, busting it open, you know what I'm saying, for that matter, leading people to their OnlyFans, like, you know, stop it. And it's like, do y'all prefer that? Because it seems like that's taking up all your time. Because in the same sense, you guys will also say that, you know, yeah, that's cool or whatever, but that's not necessarily what I want. You know, I think my friend Mookie, shout out to my friend Mookie, we always re-quote her cousin. I think her cousin, she has this infamous cousin that gave us all of these like quotables in our 20s, just about life, relationships, love, and different things. But one of the ones that he said was, you know, what I want, or yeah, what I want and what I prefer are two different things. And we were just kind of like, huh? Like, what? One and what I prefer are two different things. And I think I'm saying that right. Mookie, you can drop it in the comments and let me know if I'm butchering it. But I believe that that's what he was trying to illustrate. And I think what he was trying to say was, you know, I might like that. That might be cool. You know, that might be fire. I might really like that, you know, but that's not what I want at home. And you've heard, if you talk to certain men and, you know, your uncles or whatever, you'll hear different people like having these kind of conversations where men will say, like, you know, that's cool with the ass out and you got your breast out and this, that, and the third, like all of that's cool, but that's not what I want at home with me. That's fantasy, right? And I think that's kind of the distinction that needs to be made when it comes to men liking these pictures and kind of following these certain accounts and kind of doing this kind of activity with these women on these accounts. Most of these women are women that they don't know, for the most part. Most of these are women that are probably out of reach. Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? If you at the 2 million mark of on your followers and it's 3,000 comments under a girl picture, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might have a chance to wiggle in, but the chances are very, very slim. So these are women that are not necessarily the most attainable either. It literally is a fantasy, and you know, it's just something that men are able to visually connect with, and they're also able to compartmentalize that, which is something that I'm learning, child. Okay, compartmentalization within men, this is something that we're not necessarily able to do. Women can multitask, right? That's something that's kind of like somewhat connected, but not quite. Like, we can multitask. We can do a lot of different things at one time simultaneously. We're good at that, but maybe not necessarily, especially as it pertains to like the object of our affection, the person that we love. We're not able to separate that from the other parts of our life. Our role typically and desire typically is to involve that person, that object of our affection, our partner, into every other aspect of our life. Our work, we telling them about what's going on at work, our, you know, kids, family, you know, everything. You know, we're kind of bringing him in on that, whereas men are master compartmentalizers. You know, so they very well can say, this is my wife, this is my family, this is the nucleus of my life. Boom. This corner over here. Now we're gonna box out to this corner. This is my raw animalistic attraction. This is my you know, primal urge. This is my, you know, attraction to the opposite sex. This is my fantasy of all. They're able to compartmentalize their homies and, you know, their career and all of these different things, and there's a place for everything to go. And it's like, with us, I think that might be hard for us to kind of really understand. I mean, and I feel y'all, as far as the women are concerned, I feel y'all, because men are liking all of the pictures. If, you know, you got the girl with the lace front, she got the lace front, the lashes, you know, she bent over, she got the BBL, she got the long nails, she got, you know, I mean, the makeup is just poof, 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 all of the things, and you're liking a picture, a whole bunch of pictures, you know, you and your homies probably got a little group chat. Y'all be dropping little females in there, whatever. Oh, she boo, 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 boo. You know what I mean? Like, y'all know what y'all be doing. Women will feel like, okay, if this is what's getting your attention, and this is the reason why a lot of women or whatever, mothers of 3, mothers of 4, whatever, and, you know, women that work at Costco or, you know, and that's not straight to the women that work at Costco, but, you know, that have, you know, jobs that don't require you to necessarily look like you on the cover of a magazine, but these women are going to go get these surgeries. These women are going to compete because it seems as though this is what you guys want. This is what you guys are putting on a pedestal. This is what you guys are saying you guys are animalistically attracted to, and every woman wants to feel attractive to men in general, not just your man, but just men in general for the most part. Like, women want to feel attractive in general. That is something to think about, y'all, as far as the men is concerned. The ones that came for me, you know, and all that, and y'all want to say like, okay, well, I got my wife, that don't mean that I'm not happy, da 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 da. Well, which one is it? Do you want this or do you want that? You know? And it's like, it's also like, be able to have the balls to verbalize that. You know, you can always communicate, baby, she's beautiful. I like the way she look. I'm attracted to her body shape. I'm attracted to, you know, her face. I'm attracted to, you know, how she put her, whatever it is that you like about that particular woman. You know, but I am in love with you. I'm also attracted to you in a totally different way though. You know, that sounded bad. Maybe that's why. What you mean? You attracted to me in a different way? Like, you don't think I'm sexy? Okay. All right. I can see how that could be a little bit of a problem. But I mean, you got to be able to keep it real at the end of the day. You know, if this is somebody that you love, if this is somebody that you care about, if you really are committed to making this woman feel secure, I think conversations are always the better route to go, you know, and just shooting it straight and being honest. Because it comes a time where it's like, okay, well, if I can't be honest with you, then why are we together? You know, and then as a man, you kind of have to look at the relationship and figure out whether or not you guys are just going to be in la la land forever. Or are you going to bring her into the world that you live in as a man, so that way she has some understanding as to how you move and how you operate? Because we'll just take it as, okay, that's what you want. That's what you're going to eventually go seek out. And if I don't reflect that, then that means that you don't want me. And that, you know, very well in a lot of cases is not true. Right, guys? Right. And in those situations, have to think about their intentions. I did mention that in one of my videos, you know, because there are some men that are liking pictures like that for women that they do know. And I know y'all know some of those too. These are women that they know. These are women that they may have had, you know, relationships with. They may have had history with. They may, you know, there is a closer access point with these particular women, and they blowing them up. They hitting them up. They liking that, you know. Oh, sorry, y'all, got a lash in my eye. I took my lashes off. Ooh. You know, and then that's a whole nother conversation, because, you know, if you have, that's when I think you do have to start questioning the intention. Like, okay, when you saw the girl that you know, and she had on a 2-piece bikini with a thong, and she was bent over in the sand with her ass to the sky, and you liked it, you know, and you in a relationship, you have a woman, not to say that you don't have eyes and that you didn't have to look, but did you have to like? What is your intention with the like, baby? You wanted to, because to me, it suggests that you wanted to let her know that you liked the picture, that you saw it. You wanted to acknowledge that you saw it, so that way she understands and that she know. Because it's like, let me tell you how women think, and maybe men don't feel like it's as, maybe men feel as though it's as innocent as they think it is, because they're not a woman, so they don't understand how we think on the opposite end of receiving that. Ask some of your homegirls, talk to some of your homegirls that, you know, have niggas liking their photos in their DMs, commenting, you know, oh, baby, you look good, you so fine, woo, woo, woo. You know, and have them tell you how they feel that those men are. You feel like you got action at those niggas. You do. You feel like you have action at them. Like, I could get him if I wanted him. You know, he be all of my comments, liking all my pictures, woo, 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 woo. You know, and maybe for some of you men, it's a thing where it's like, no, she wouldn't. You know, it's strictly woo, 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 woo. But if you're opening the door Everything is about intention, y'all. You got to be real clear about that. You know, as men, women too, but in this case, men, y'all have to be really clear about your intention. What is your intention with doing that? Because no one is no harm, no foul. Like, nobody is, you know, condemning you for being a man, you know, and seeing a beautiful woman and acknowledging, like, damn, even having a thought or two, like, if I had that, whatever. No judgment here. You know, if that's what it is that you're doing on your own time, no one can police your thoughts and police your being. But when you put it into tangible action and you put it into tangible terms, and your woman or your wife, you know, the object of your affection is able to visually see that you have liked a picture on Instagram with a girl in a thong bikini bent over with her ass to the sky, it begs the question. And especially if you like in multiple pictures. Don't let it be multiple pictures, child. Okay, you know what I'm saying? She done went to Barbados for the weekend. You just tapping. Like, have some discretion, you know what I'm saying? Have some class, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? It's just something to think about, fellas. I really think y'all have to consider that. You know, it may seem childish to you, it may seem immature to you, but I want you to consider that as women, we have feelings. We also have intuitive natures, again, and if we're women and we know how other women feel at the hands of your generosity with your attention, we don't want no other woman to feel like she got it like that. Women have egos. Y'all have to understand that too. Women have egos. Women don't want to be with a man that is for everybody. Women want a man that's selective. Women want a man that don't everybody got access to, that is not getting, you know, all of his attention, that's not thirsty. Women want that. Women want that. And I think if you're with a certain kind of woman, you know, she's not going to police you to where you can't be a man and be, you know, comfortable in your essence as a man and your primal urge to be attracted or even sexually attracted and have sexual thoughts about another woman. I feel like that's very natural. And I feel like a certain kind of woman will feel the same way. I really feel like it becomes an issue when it's tangible. You putting it in the universe. You making it you're putting an action behind it. There's a thought and now there's an action, because then there's a reaction to that action. And maybe it's an action that gets you into a place where now you're opening up, you know what I'm saying? Now Pandora's box is opening and you're in a position that you really didn't even intend to be in. So you just have to be really careful, guys. I know y'all don't think that deep about it, but you should. And to end it and close it out, I also think that y'all need to think about, as far as men is concerned, I think y'all need to consider, what would y'all feel like if it was on the other foot? A lot of y'all are not with that. If y'all will admit it, there's probably a very small percentage of men who really are like, you know, we don't even need to know each other on social media. Like, I don't need to see what you like. You don't need to see what I like. I don't care what you like. I don't care who you commenting under. I don't care who you talking to in your DM. I just care about what we got going on in this household, and I know what it is. It's very few men that are going to be like that. If you have a man, you know, or if a man has a woman that is on Instagram, you know, they have mutual friends, people that they know, you know, when you're scrolling, sometimes you're following the same people. You could even be on the search page, you know what I'm saying? You tap on a random picture or whatever, you be like, oh, homie outfit is dope. Like, oh, I wonder where he got that hoodie from. I think I seen that hoodie somewhere. That's hard. You tap on it. Your girl all in the comments or whatever talking about, oh, I see you, you know, stay fresh, like, okay, stay clean, you know what I'm saying? Or how much? You told me that those wasn't for sale yet. What's up? Like, you'll be like, I don't want to hear it. Stop. Or y'all got a mutual friend or whatever, or somebody that you know that she went to high school with, somebody that you know she went to college with, somebody that you know she used to work with, that is a homeboy of her homegirl man who you not cool with. It could be anything. And you, for whatever reason, see that picture and you see, you know, dude got his chest out, shirt off or whatever. He all at the beach or whatever, sipping a Mai Tai, or I don't know, you know, and your girl liking. He, you know, in Jamaica all weekend, just body out. He got the little shorts or whatever, you know, y'all, you know, the little man shorts that y'all be wearing that be above the knee for the summertime. I like those shorts. Y'all need to keep wearing those. Okay, man, I see y'all. And she all tapping. You can see his stuff elevated. and you know, she all liking his pictures or whatever. Are you cool with that? If you cool with it, then you cool with it, you know. And I'm not talking to you because you're very secure within your manhood, and you really genuinely feel that this Instagram platform thing is just a place of virtual reality. It does not affect your everyday, and you a strong one for that. But I'm gonna tell y'all, because I know y'all, and because I know men, y'all are very emotional, and y'all do not come to the table with, you know, all that's on y'all mind and on your heart. 80% of y'all is not rolling. 80% of y'all are not rolling. 80% of y'all are not going to be with the BS. I don't want to hear it. So, you know, y'all do what y'all want to do. You know, don't stop coming in my comments talking about, well, females need to let it go, because I'm gonna start calling y'all out. I'm gonna start adding y'all. We're gonna have to, you know, start going live, and we're gonna have these conversations, you know, in real time, because y'all not gonna keep acting like this is just some kind of small thing. You know what I mean? This is affecting the women that y'all are dealing with. They're feeling some type of way, and what you don't want is for a woman to feel slighted and to hold it in and to just be taking it and think that it's gonna be cool, and it's never gonna, like, you know, reverse back on you, or there's not gonna be any kind of, you know, recourse for that. Y'all need to be careful, okay? All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me for another video. I apologize, y'all, for leaving y'all for so long, and of course I always miss y'all. We back though. We about to get this content back cracking. We about to get the videos back going on. I got topics ready for y'all, and I'm just excited to share this journey with you guys. Of course, as always, like, subscribe, share, drop in the comments. You know, y'all, one last time. I don't want to keep hearing it about the IG thing. I don't want to keep hearing it. I'm done with it. But y'all can let me know this one last time, like, if you resonate with any of the things that I'm saying. If there's any topics you want me to talk about, go ahead and drop that in the comments too. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.